Battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, boy. Come on. 43.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Darnell Mooney, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Dobbins. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They go play action with Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 6 yards left on second down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Yellow. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Drop deep, drop deep. 56.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Taking it right down Broadway. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man is Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 28 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
About 3 yards there to the 27. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire,
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Here's a give to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need that. He's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw over the middle taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Call it a loss of 12 that time, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Mahomes going to throw it here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the